Good morning, everybody. It is technically January 2nd, but I didn't do any reading yesterday. I honestly didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I was really tired and just not feeling great for the first day of the year, which sucked. But today, I have a list of things I need to get done. So we're going to do those things and hopefully get some of the God Game read, which is the first book that I'm reading this year. Which is crazy. I can't believe that this is a new year. But Zach just left for work. I have to get out of bed, even though I don't want to. I did want to be up this early, but I might be buying a car today. So my dad wants to go early to do that. So if that happens, you'll get to see my new car. But I'm really nervous and scared to buy a car. So yeah, that's that. Alright, I'm gonna get up, get coffee, let's dog out, get food, all the fun breakfasty morning routine stuff. And then hopefully I will have a reading update by the end of the day. But I will just take you along with me on my journey for whatever I'm doing. And even if I don't read, hopefully that's enough. But I do plan on reading at least. I'm going to try to shoot for 100 pages. That's my goal. So, alright, I will talk to you guys later. Howdy, friends. So, your girl just went car shopping, and I don't have a car yet, but we did pick out one. I need to start getting a loan to transfer the insurance, all that kind of stuff. It was more than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was between $30 and $50 more, which isn't a lot, but I make minimum wage, well, a little more than minimum wage, and I go to school. And so I only can work 20 to 30 hours a week on top of everything else I'm paying for. So I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. And like, I need a new car. My tracker is from 2003, I think. It's old. It's breaking apart on the outside. The internal stuff is all fine, but it's just not the most economical or safe right now for me. Especially going to college and commuting. I need something better on gas mileage, all that kind of stuff. So I found a Fusion, which I will insert a thing here, but I'm either going to be getting that today or Monday. So I'm getting a new car and I'm going through with it. I'm doing it. That's my thing that I'm doing this year, and I'm really nervous. So I'm going to sit down, plan out or write down everything that I pay a month and just look at my finances and see how this is going to end up. And definitely going to be using the library a lot more this year because I just can't buy books if this is all going to happen. I am planning one last hurrah. Next week, I'm going to Half Price Books because I'm going to Pittsburgh. So that's going to be like my last time to buy books. So that is what's going to happen there. And then I think I'm going to be on a book buying ban for a while because of this car. But that's okay. I'm just going to utilize the library more. I'm going to quit being a shy baby and go to the Clarion library and make sure or see if I can keep my card even though I don't live in Clarion anymore, and just utilize books from the library, hopefully. So that's what's going on. But I'm just waiting for a call from the bank to see if they approved my loan, and then if that happens, I can get the car today. Hi friends. This is a Stormy and a me. So I decided that I am going to wait and go to the library tomorrow to pick up my buddy Reed because I'm tired and I'm stressed out about this car. And Stormy doesn't want me to film because she wants to be the center of attention. But I am just going to relax on the couch for a little bit. They are going to call me about the loan between 3 and 4, she said. We shall see if that happens. But if not, then I guess we're waiting till Monday. But so it is 1:30 right now. I am hungry, but I don't feel like making anything because, I'm lazy. So I am going to read for a little bit, and then when I am ready to not be reading, I'll do something else. But I just feel really tired, so we're going to try to get some pages read. Get some cuddle time in with the doggo and wait till Zach comes home, or I get a call about that loan. Those are my options. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a real lazy Thursday. I go back to work tomorrow in the evening, so I will have time to go to the library in the morning. And I don't know what else I have to do tomorrow. It's all going to depend on if I get that car today or not, which is freaking me out. But I can do it. It's fine. Everything will work out. Good morning, friends. It is Friday. I'm sorry I didn't update much yesterday. When I got back from buying my car, which I'm going to show you guys it, I made dinner, and then Zach and I ended up playing games for the rest of the evening, which I really needed. I was super stressed out and grumpy because obviously I've never gotten a loan. Like, I have school loans, but I haven't had to pay them off yet. And just considering my financial state and the job and everything, like, it's something I had to do, but it's still nerve-wracking because, I am someone who likes to have extra of my extra money, and so this might be pulling things a little tight, so that made me stressed. So we played games together. It was fun, but I did manage to get some reading in of the God Game. I only read 26 pages, but it was a good introduction, so that was fun, and I am going to continue on today. Hopefully I will finish it at work. So far, it's going well. I'm reading it quickly. It is an interesting concept. We have our main character, Charlie, and we find out very early on that he has lost his mother, and so he's just going through a rough time. Even though this happened 2 years ago, he's still grieving, and his friend Peter introduces him to this bot that these people made, which is the God simulator, whatever. Like, this chat bot is representing God, or is a representation of God, and so they mess around with this chat bot, and then they get a mysterious text that's pretty much asking them to do a job for this chatbot, and that's all the further I've gotten into. Like, so 26 pages, not really a spoiler. And so it's definitely taking a different turn than I expected. I expected like a virtual game, but it's not so far. But this is kind of giving me like B-movie horror vibes, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. I mean, as a book, I'm sure I will enjoy it more than a cheesy horror thing, but it's kind of reminding me of like Truth or Dare or something like that, which I never watched that movie, but I watched reviews and apparently it was bad. So that's like the vibe I'm getting, but we will see. Like I said, I am going to finish this today. I do also want to go to the library. I'm going to be driving my car for the first time around town because it was like 5 o'clock when we ended up getting home, and 5 o'clock right now at this time of year is actually getting dark, so I couldn't like show anyone my car or anything. So I'm going to do that kind of stuff. I am waiting for my clothes to dry so I can get a shower. My hair is disgusting and I need very badly to shower. But I did just give the red check to the landlords this morning. I just threw some pants on, ran over with a coat, and gave it to them. And I watched some YouTube this morning, played some stupid phone games just to relax, and so now I'm getting ready to actually be productive, and I am going to try to take some Instagram photos. One of my goals for the year is to be better with my Bookstagram as a different platform to do book stuff on, and the biggest problem I have is I don't have like a lot of decorative pieces like to accentuate the photos. Like I don't have that kind of stuff, and I don't really have a good place that I like as a backdrop. Like there's nowhere in my house I really enjoy, so I'm going to be experimenting a little bit while my clothes are drying and doing that, and then going to the library and then reading. So that's pretty much my journey for today, besides going to work. I will show you my car. I will update you guys when I do read more of this, and you will be coming to the library with me to get some books. So that's what's going on. I felt like I should probably update you guys since I barely did yesterday, but I was stressed. But now I have a car that is not old and is not crappy. It's actually a newer car than Zach's, and Zach paid more for his car. His car is a little nicer looking though, so. But we will show you that after I get real pants on and I do some stuff. So I will update you guys later with that car, with my car, and yeah, so that will happen, I guess. Okay, y'all, I just came back from the library and they have like this tiny section in this one where you can buy books for a donation, and so I just browsed them and I came across a book that I've been needing to get in hardcover to match to the collection. So I got it. I took in $3 because it's like donation, and I was like, here is all I have. And she was like, how many books are you getting? And I was like, 1. And she gave me back $2 and only took 1. I was like, oh my goodness. So then I asked her, I was like, well, do you take donations? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well then I have a shit ton of books for you, because I would much rather my books that I don't want anymore go to my local causes instead of like Goodwill. So I'm going to pack up all the books I don't want, bring them in, and I told them that they can have them. There's a few that I'm going to ask my friends first if they want me to send them their way. But other than that... But anyway, did I show you the book? I don't think I showed you the book. It's Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I ordered the hardcover of this on Thrift Books, and they sent me a paperback. So my whole collection was mismatched, and that really bothers me. So I got this collector's first edition of the second book for my shelves. So I will be unhauling the paperback and bringing that back here, and then having this one. So woohoo for me. And then I also obviously loaned out 2 books. I know I said I was going to go on a book buying ban, but $1 for that book that I need? Good. Plus I'm going to be donating to them. So like I feel not as bad for not giving them more than $1. But I got the 2 books I needed from the library. We have One Dark Throne by Kendar Blake, which I'm buddy reading with my friend Ariel. And we're just pretty much we're just reading this over the month, and then we'll talk about it at the end of the month. We're not setting a date or anything to be done by because, well, I mean, yes, we are. We're not setting like a page count per day. So there's that one. And then the other one, I think I talked about this in another video, but it is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, but it is in large print. And so the words are giant, like very big, and that bothers me. Like, it bothers the crap out of me. So we're going to see how that works. I'm going to read it. It's just the words are so giant that I feel weird reading it. So that's all the books I got from the library. I did peruse a little bit, but I already have a very ambitious stack, so we're just gonna keep it at these, and I'm probably going to try to get to these 2 before 2 weeks from now when they're due, because I like to just try to keep them out for 2 weeks and get them read by then. It gives me a date that I need to complete them by, and I like having that because it kind of pressures me. But anyway, I did show you a little bit of my car. I'm going to get out. I'm actually going to go show it to my mom. She has not seen it yet. And she lives really, really close to the library. So I'm just going to head over there. Then I will try to get more videos of it. And what's really nice is it has Bluetooth. So I can actually listen to my music through the Bluetooth and audiobooks. And it's so cool. I also kind of feel like I to drop my phone, which I did. So I've been rambling for almost 5 minutes now. I'm going to go show my car to my mom, get home, read some of the God Game or film videos or do something productive because this morning has not been that productive besides showering. So I will update you guys later, but I just thought that was a great find. I'm excited, and maybe within this video we will be doing a give books to the library haul. Do that. Some of them are at my grandma's because I let my cousin go through them. So I will do that. Do like an unhaul? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, gonna go now. Talk to you later with some book content, hopefully. All right, y'all. It is almost 2:30. I don't know why I keep saying y'all. It's not like I'm from the South. I live in rural Pennsylvania. But I am home. I just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I'm an adult. And drinking some more coffee. I think I'm gonna spend next few hours reading some of the God Game because I would really like to start working on an art project tonight. I think I'm going to start my 2020 by making sets of stickers that I can also make into keychains, that kind of stuff, but primarily focus on making them for stickers. And I think I'm going to start with Harry Potter because Harry Potter's classic. It's everyone's favorite. So it should be easy, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be drawing, or I don't really have inspiration yet, so we shall see what happens. But because of that, I would like to get some of the God Game read before I go into work, so I'm not spending my whole shift reading that. So I think Pup and I are going to sit down on the couch and spend some time together while I read, and I'm going to try not to get distracted by YouTube, because that's usually what happens, and we're going to read. And this is actually going to be a reading vlog, because that's the whole point, right? Yeah, that is the whole point. I really want to read 3 books by the end of this vlog, so hopefully that happens, but we'll see. We all know me and my procrastination. So I'm going to go to reading, and then hopefully I'll have more thoughts to tell you guys about when I'm done with the book, or when I get to a farther point in the book. So, different check on what I'm doing. I decided to sit down and film my Tuesday video for next week, so I have time to edit it and whatnot. And it was a really different idea that I had, that it might do well, it might not, but it was fun. It took more research than some of my other videos, so I'm hoping it gets a good reaction, even if by the time it goes up, it's changed, because not everyone has participated in doing wrap-ups for the end of the year of their favorites and whatnot. But besides that, I am excited to post that video. And then after that one, this vlog goes up. So I'll have to start editing this weekend too. it hasn't been a very fun vlog, and I apologize. Maybe I can do my unhaul now. I'll show you guys my unhaul. That will give me some content to show. Well, dang, I found a way to use my camera with my phone as a tripod, and it looks pretty snazzy. Let me get those books to show you guys, and then we'll just do a mini reading unhaul, because they're all books that I'm going to send to the library. And this is not all of them. Like I said before, some of my books are at my grandma's. So when I get those back, I will show you guys them. But I will show you all the ones I have in my closet currently that I'm getting rid of, whether they're going to go to the library, to friends, to whatever, or if any of you guys are interested and you want to get a hold of me to get one, that will work too. So give me 1 second to get those books. So this stack is way bigger than I remembered it being. And like I said, this isn't even all of them. So I have a lot of books that I am actually getting rid of. If you saw my end of the year wrap-up video, I actually ended up unhauling, and some of these are included, 25 of the 51 books that I read this year from my own shelves. So I have been going through, if they weren't like the best reads, if I'm not going to reread them again, I've decided that I would rather give them to someone else who might enjoy them more or get more out of them, and leave more space on my shelves to continue getting more. So some of these are ARCs, which obviously I can't sell them, but if anyone is interested, they are ARCs from 2019, but obviously they're still books and they're still worth the read. And then some of these are ones I really didn't like, and others I just think could go to a better home. So first one we have here is The Girls of 17th Swan Street, and this was an ARC that I received that came out in February of last year. This is dealing with a woman who has anorexia, and it was actually really well done. It didn't give me any negative feelings, and I think that despite the fact that I did enjoy it, and I think I give 3 or 4 stars, that it could go on to a new home. So I am going to pass this on. Then we have Zoo by James Patterson, and honestly, I'm just not going to reread this, and I really do love James Patterson, but I think that this one could be passed on and someone else could read it, so I'm going to do that. Then we have one of my Ruth Ware books, which my friend Amanda said she wanted, and I'm going to get back a hold of her and make sure she still wants them. If not, I will allow anyone else to pick them up. But we have first The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This was my least favorite of hers, and I don't need it on my shelves if I didn't like it, because I'm never going to reread it again. Some of these books I just want on my shelves to refer to as bad books, but that I can just put a picture on. Like, I don't need to keep them on my shelves taking up space. Another ARC is The Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves. This one was actually really good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It had great representation. We have a main character who's on the autism spectrum, and she just is dealing with life, and she has a relationship that happens in here. It's kind of a romance novel, but the ending of it really threw me for a loop, and it wasn't necessarily my favorite, so I decided I didn't need it on my shelves. If anyone's interested in it, again, let me know. I can send it your way. Then these other 3 also Amanda requested she wanted, so I'll let you guys know. Again, probably by the time this vlog goes up, there'll be something in the description letting you know which ones are available or not. But we have A Stranger in the House by Sherry Lapina. This was my least favorite of hers, and I don't want it on my shelves. I'm not going to reread it. And like I said, can go on to someone else that will appreciate it more. 2 more ARCs that were just average for me, that were thrillers that Amanda said she would like. We have The Girls Like Us by Christina Auger, and this one was a 3-star. It was just a generic thriller that didn't really have a big twist or anything, didn't really surprise me, so it's kind of forgettable, not gonna lie. And then we have The Birthday Girl by Melissa De La Cruz. Did not like this one. It wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't what I expected or wanted. It was kind of a thriller, kind of not. I again don't really remember much about it, but I did read it. Then I have another stack over here. Like I said, I forgot I had this many. These 2 I'm going to be sending to my friend Felicia, so I'm actually not going to show you in case she watches this, because she is back on BookTube, and they're gonna kind of be surprises, but there are 2 books. I might have talked about them in other videos, I don't know, but I'm gonna send them to her because I think she will enjoy them. They're witchy novels. Then I showed you I'm getting rid of Clockwork Prince because I did just get the hardcover that I needed, so I don't need this edition anymore. The last book I read in 2019 was a 2-star, and despite the fact that it is beautiful, it didn't mesh well with me. I think if you are into whimsical writing and magical realism, then you will enjoy this way more than me, but it just wasn't a book for me, so I don't need it on my shelves anymore. One of the more newer arcs that I read, which came out in this month, actually, it's coming out on the 7th, was You Were There Too. I reviewed it in my end of the year wrap up, so you can check that out there. But this is a romance novel that just I didn't necessarily like. It was average. I don't need it on my shelves. I want to pass it on. Then we have 4 books that I got for a video that I never posted because these books were all bad. And so first we have Beauty by, Robin McKinley, which is a very old, this is from the 70s. I think I'm going to give this to my friend Lindsay. She loves Beauty and the Beast, and I think she will enjoy this copy. But the other 3 I'm definitely getting rid of because I don't really like them at all. Well, one of them could be redeemed and someone else might like it. I just didn't like it. But first we have my worst book of the year of Beast and Beauty. It was awful. I would rather throw this away, but I will give it to the library. Someone might want it. And we have Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This one was just not great. The plot twist was awful. I hated it. So again, getting rid of it. Then we have Hunted by Megan Spooner, which was the most redeemable, I'd say. It was fine to get through. That was it though. It was fine. It was a fine book. So I don't need it on my shelves. I'm not going to read it again. And so I'm going to get rid of it. And then the last 2, one more for Amanda, which is The Other Ruth Ware that I'm getting rid of, which is In a Dark, Dark Wood. And again, this one wasn't really great for me. It didn't do much, so I don't need it on my shelves. And despite the fact that it's pretty, someone else will enjoy it. And then the last one is actually almost a 5-star read, but it's one that I think someone else will enjoy much, much more. And so if anyone wants this art copy, let me know. It is An Arc of Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro. This was a really powerful novel that talks about race and gender and social norms. It's very powerful. It's very much akin to The Hate You Give, but it's slightly different. And so, again, the only reason I'm getting rid of this copy is because I think that it is a book that I want a lot of other people to read, and it's not one that I am going to reread, but I do think it would stick with a lot of people. So that's why I'm going to get rid of this one. I would rather see this one go to a friend to read. So if anyone is interested, let me know. But that is the last book. So how many books was that even? So that was 17 books that I'm getting rid of. And I think I have about 12 to 15 more that are at my grandma's that I'm getting rid of. So yeah, I have actually unhauled quite a few books this year, despite the fact that all my shelves are still busting at the seams full. I have been doing a good job at getting rid of ones I don't want anymore. I'm proud of myself. So I hope that was a fun little insert to this vlog because it gave me some content. But if I didn't say they were going to anybody specifically, let me know in the comments if you would be interested in any of them. Depending on the shipping costs, we'll figure it out. But after this vlog goes up, I will keep all the books for a couple more days, taking the library if no one says anything. But I'm going to reach out to my friends and stuff, so we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to actually go and read now because it's probably like 3 o'clock and I work at 5. So we're going to go do that, and then I will hopefully update you guys tonight with my reading progress. For some reason, my back-facing camera will not focus, and Stormy's being really cute right now. Well, she got up, shared her name, and I was gonna take a video, but it wouldn't work. Anyway, God Game. I'm about 100 pages through. I'm about to go get food for work because food is good. So far, it's interesting. And yeah, that's about it. It's very like VR, which it's taking a route that I wasn't expecting, but it's still really cool. So I am excited to continue on and hopefully finish it tonight. That's my goal, and then that way I can start something new tomorrow. So I'm going to finish getting ready for work and then head on over and then continue reading when I get there. Happy Saturday morning, guys. What time is it? Like a little after 10, I think. If you didn't see from that montage of coloring stuff in and showing you my bullet journal, I finished my first book of 2020. So yeah, I finished The God Game last night. I was moderately surprised with how much I actually did enjoy it. I wrote a review on Goodreads, so my first review on Goodreads all year and for a very long time. And I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I think that it had a great idea for a plot. I really enjoyed the characters and the struggles that they all went through. I think they were all very realistic, and despite the fact that they were high school seniors, like I still felt a kind of a connection to them, I guess. And the overall plot was, like I said, interesting. The writing style was very well written and fast paced, despite the fact this was an arc, and there were some editing flaws, but that's the whole point of it being an arc. And I overall enjoyed it, and it is a thriller. The twists that happen weren't necessarily surprising, but I didn't necessarily see them coming either, so that I thought that that was well done. But there was just a sense of kind of like underwhelmingness to the book as a whole, for it supposing to be a very much of a thrill ride that is a dark, edgy thriller. I don't think that was the case. So that being said, some of the small choices that happened throughout the book, I only gave it a 4, but that's still pretty good. So I do recommend it if you're interested. It comes out on the 7th, so I believe that's the date of this. No, it's the day after this vlog comes out, so you should definitely pick it up if you're interested. A lot of people have been saying it's like akin to Ready Player One, and the only aspect that's really Ready Player One is that it revolves around a video game, and where Ready Player One is virtual reality, this is augmented reality, so they use their phones to like see stuff, but the real world is still the real world. So that part is different, and I think that in a way was more realistic, but I know Ready Player One is more dystopian. However, I would also say that it has a type of thriller feel of books like Dark Matter. It's a YA version, but it deals heavily with science and coding and that kind of stuff, which makes it have that more interesting science fiction thriller feel. And it also deals a lot with moral dilemmas, which was something, again, that I felt Dark Matter did really well with. So that's how I feel about that. I guess I could have talked about this in my wrap up, but this is what reading vlogs are for, right? To talk about my feelings. So yeah, it feels really good that I finished a book. I don't know, it's just like I knew I was gonna read, but it's making me want to read even more and like just fly through books and not do anything else. Stormy's come to say hello. She's cute and needy, like myself. And so I think I mentioned, yes, I did. I mentioned yesterday that I got The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. It's in my book bag. Don't feel like getting it out because Stormy's gonna get all up in my face if I stop petting her. And so Stormy actually picked out my next read. I gave her a choice between 2 books, which were The Turn of the Key and Saint X, which is my next arc that I need to read. And she, by a landslide, picked The Turn of the Key. She would not stop sniffing it. So that is my next read, and I'm really excited. The only thing that I'm hesitant about is that it is a large print book. And no, I'm just being like really picky about it, but it is like really hard to read or really hard to look at because the words are just so big, but I'm sure I'll get over it. It's kind of like one of those chapter books from like 3rd grade where the words are really big. Yeah, I guess we're going back to that. However, I'm really highly anticipating this book. It's like everyone's favorite thriller of last year, so I'm hoping that I love it just as much. And then I'm also planning to do a new books buy for 2020 at the end of the month, and I'm going to do it on Ruth Ware. So I need to read her newest book in order to properly talk about her books. So that's what's going on today. I work at 3, and yeah, I guess it's pretty much a chill day. I'm going to read. I might draw, but reading is going to come first. I'm going to try to finish a book before I do anything else. And yeah, I'm going to finish doing some stuff in my bullet journal that I'd never filled out, like the rest of my TBR and my like monthly expenses. So we're going to get on that. And then I'm going to try to start reading. Zach gets off at 12, and then we're going to hang out for a little bit. And then I'll go to work at 3. So that's today. I don't know how much filming I'm going to get done. My rear-facing camera on my phone is being really stupid, so I got out my digital camera that I've been trying to sell because I really haven't used it. I bought it for vlogging, but like I told you, she would be all up in my shit. I wanted it for vlogging, but Storm, come on, honey. I love you too. I wanted it for vlogging, but I really just haven't been using it, and I can't see myself when I do like facing me, so that part is really frustrating. So I use my phone camera much more. I might have to pop that sucker out to film other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee and doing my stuff, and I will talk to you guys later, hopefully telling you that I started reading The Turn of the Key. Hey guys, so it's been about a half an hour, and I started reading The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I am about 50 pages in. This is a large print edition, so it's about 100 pages more than the actual one. Actually, I think it's actually more. So I can't like update you guys with what page I'm on Goodreads because it's wrong. In the original version, there's like 337 pages, I think, and in the large print version, there's like 475. So technically I'm reading more pages, but it's like the same content. So I'm just gonna have to update you when I am done with it on Goodreads. But so far I'm enjoying it. I definitely understand why people like it. Just from the first 50 pages. I like that it's like told in letters kind of, but sometimes you kind of lose that because you're actually getting immersed in the story. I'm only 50 pages in. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. But I'm going to take a small break to edit a couple videos that I had filmed. That way they're done and scheduled and I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to go back to reading or hanging out with Zach. He gets off in half an hour. So that's why I wanted to get some editing done before he got home, in case he wants to get on his computer. So I'm going to do that real quick and then see what time it is when I'm done and decide what I'm going to do after. Good morning. It's Sunday. And I don't want to get out of bed. So when I do get out of bed, I am going to tell you guys about what I read last night and what I did last night at work. So give me a little bit to get up, let the dog out, get some coffee, and then we'll talk. Alright, I have my coffee. I have gotten out of bed. The dog has peed on the porch because there's snow and she doesn't want to leave the porch. And so I guess we'll talk a little bit about what I read last night. So I was initially going to finish this last night, but I started working on a project that I'm going to be doing, which I'll discuss a little bit after I talk about what I read, because it definitely has something to do with you guys as well. Stormy is way too energetic. So anyway, as you know, I was reading The Turn of the Key, and I am just about halfway, if not a little bit over halfway of this edition. So I am on page 286, and so far it's good. I'm only getting a 4-star vibe so far, so unless like the twist at the end is completely unexpected and whatnot, I don't know. I feel like this is only gonna be a 4-star, and everyone's been giving it super high praise, so I'm a little nervous. It's not that it's bad, it's definitely Ruth Ware's best book so far. I like the setting, and Rowan as a character is fine, but there's just like something about it that's still giving me a lot of thriller tropes and like just stuff, so we'll see what happens as I continue on. Then what I also worked on last night is I started working on a set of stickers that I'm going to be doing. I originally was going to start with a Harry Potter one to cater to my bookish friends and the community and see about that. Then I got an idea that means more to me, so I wanted to start it first this year, and that is doing a set of Australian stickers and prints and hopefully making keychains or, you know, whatnot. And then donating half of the proceeds to help the wildfire epidemic, or not epidemic, but the wildfire issue that's going on, because I don't want to see those animals go extinct. You know, I don't want my kids to be like, what's a koala? Because there's no more. And so I'm either going to be donating to the World Wildlife Fund or directly to the Irwin family, who is going to be rehabilitating a lot of the animals that come into them. So that is what I'm planning to do. I only have the koala done so far, but I will insert a picture here. I'm really proud of it, actually, and it took me a few hours. Well, it took me, I think, 3.5 hours to do. And then I did a little eucalyptus leaf that I was thinking of maybe doing also some Australian plants to add to the sticker sheet. And then my goal is to like allow people to buy the stickers individually and then maybe like give them the plant that corresponds with the animal. And then I'll do a full sticker sheet or all the stickers in one bundle when I get them all done. So that's my plan, but I am doing them as digital paintings, and that does take me more time than just doing a drawing because there's more detail and whatnot. So that's what I did last night. My goal for today is I'm going to finish the Turn of the Key while I am at home. Zach is working until I think 2:30, so I'm not even going to really see him. So I have plenty of time. I also need to, or I want to possibly film a few videos, if not today, tomorrow, because I do have off tomorrow, and then edit the one video that I already have. I had started it yesterday, but then Zach came home. So that is what I'm doing at home, and then I'm hopefully going to work on my kangaroo print / sticker tonight at work. And then I am also taking One Dark Throne with me. If I finish the Turn of the Key, I'll have some more reading content if I finish all the drawing I want to get done tonight. So that is the plan. That is what I read. I filled in my bullet journal with the pages I read last night, and hopefully I will get this book done right now. I'm going to sit down and read it and drink some coffee, and then I also need to eat something, but I'm not really hungry yet, so we will see how far I get into reading before I need to get some. That's what's going on. Hopefully I'll have soon be able to update you guys with the ending of this book and my final thoughts. So let's get to reading, and then I will be back. All right, friends, I finished my second book of the year, The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Definitely Ruth Ware's best book to date, but I don't think it was 5 stars. It was good, definitely. I enjoyed the ride. I thought that there were some good twists, and it was definitely her most interesting novel. I like that there necessarily wasn't like a romance like that was centered around it or anything, but I think I'm going to settle on a 4.25. I think it was a little better than a 4-star, but it wasn't quite a 5-star, and I don't know if I'm feeling a 4.5 or not. I'm going to give it a couple hours before I write my review, and then I will decide on my final rating for it. But it was good. I, again, liked pretty much everything about it, but I didn't love it entirely. I think a lot of other people really enjoyed it because it is Ruth Ware's best book, and they've been waiting for a good Ruth Ware book. But I do also see why people have been giving it 5 stars from reading it. The ending, I kind of just was aw at the end. It was weird. Not weird, but my feelings at the end. So I'm gonna think about it, but I did finish it, and now it is about 1 o'clock. I'm going to put real clothes on. I'm gonna edit some videos, might start editing this vlog, and then I might start drawing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go do all that stuff. I'm glad I finished another book. Hopefully we can get at least 1 more done in this reading vlog, if not 2. I don't know how much I'm going to read tomorrow or tonight, but we shall see. So I'm gonna go get dressed, and then I hopefully can update you guys later on with something, or if not, it will be tomorrow. Oh God, I look disgusting this morning. So, hey guys, it's Monday. Gross. But I actually don't work today, so not as gross as it could be. I desperately need a shower, but I just got up and around, made myself coffee, and we're out of milk, so I made the last Pop-Tart from breakfast. Last night, I did not read anymore, but I did work on my Australian-inspired sticker sets. So I did the kangaroo and the Tasmanian devil with their corresponding flowers that I did with them. So we have the kangaroo paw and the waratah for those. And I am really happy with what I've designed so far, and I love digital painting. It's so cool, and that Control-Z button combo is just a lifesaver in every online platform. So that's what I did last night at work. So today I have plans later this evening. I'm going to the shelter to play with cats, learn how to draw blood, and then after that, I'm hopefully doing an adoption, but that's all later. I have just nothing to do this morning, so I might try to read a little bit of One Dark Throne. That's the next one I'm going to be starting, but I'm just going to go on a chill day today because tomorrow I work 8 hours. I don't know where I'm going now. So my coworker's sending me messages, and they're about something at work, so I'm like totally not paying attention. But anyway, so reading possibly, but tomorrow I have a full shift at work, so I will have plenty of time to read tomorrow. I think I'm going to take a break from drawing at work and try to read a book tomorrow so I can get at least 3 books done in this vlog. And that was kind of my goal, was to read 3 books a week, because there's 4 weeks, and then that would be my 12-book TBR. So far so good. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go eat now and see what my coworker wants, and then I will hopefully have something to update you guys with later. If not books, it will be cats. So I will see you guys later. So I guess it's time to end this vlog, and I apologize that the ending of this ended up being really boring, and I barely did any reading. Yesterday at work, I drew another image, and I read 10 pages of One Dark Throne before. I could not, just because I was very tired when I started reading this, and then I wasn't really in a reading mood yesterday. And then in the evening, I ended up binge watching the rest of The Mandalorian, so Zach and I could watch a review on it today. But just to recap what happened in this vlog, I did read 2 books. We read The God Game and The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, which are both here. And I gave both of them about 4 stars. So those reviews are on Goodreads, and I'm planning to read hopefully 3 to 4 books in the next vlog, but it is mostly going to be centered around the rest of the Arc of the Scythe series, with probably a little bit of One Dark Throne thrown in there, because I am going to hopefully finish reading that before I start the Thunderhead and the Toll by Neil Shusterman, which is what my next vlog is going to be centered around. So that's what's going to happen in my next vlog, which should be up next Wednesday. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this for the most part and it wasn't too boring. Hopefully there will be more fun stuff going on in the next vlog, but I will be starting school next week, so that will probably be in the vlog, and hopefully we get a lot of reading done next time. I think I did fine for this week, and, you know, I'm content reading what I read. So even if I read 2 to 3 more books next week, that's still good and on track. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching this vlog. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next one. So see you then. Bye.